thank you for joining the webinar today. We really appreciate you taking the time. It's one of a series of webinars that we're planning to present over the coming months as we further develop the service offering to our individual clients. Obviously, it's really important that you, our coaching team, are up to date regarding the various resources available via Infinity Online. So today, we want to share a potential new career route that will be appearing on the jobs section of the portal that may be relevant to explore with some of the clients you're currently working with or might be working with in the future. Although we support people with a wide variety of goals and hopes for the future, it's fair to say that the vast majority of people we work with are looking for their next job. And as you'll all be well aware from your own work, often people have very self-limiting beliefs about their transferability to new sectors or alternative career paths. And one of the benefits of great career coaching is that it opens people's eyes to new possibilities and encourages them to expand their horizons. With this in mind, we've recently formed a partnership with St James's Place, and we'd like to introduce this to you today so that you're fully informed and you can inform your clients. The opportunity came to us as a result of Andy, who you'll be meeting shortly from St James's Place, receiving our outplacement support a couple of years ago. As a result of the coaching he received, he made a career change and subsequently realised that there may be many more people amongst our client base for whom this would be a great new career, but they weren't aware of the opportunity. Andy will talk you through in more detail shortly, but one thing that I think is very important to stress is that Working Transitions has absolutely no financial stake in whether or not any of your clients join St James's Place. And we're not asking you to promote or endorse this career route over any other. Our goal is simply to make sure that our coaching team is fully informed about the range of possibilities and can signpost clients for whom this may be a relevant opportunity to the St James's Place team via the website. As I said, this is the first of a series of webinars that we'll be running about enhancements to the service offering over the coming months, and we want to really focus on greater links to real job opportunities, and this is clearly one of them. So thanks again for taking the time to attend. I'm sure you'll find it very worthwhile, and I look forward to hearing your feedback and comments. During the session, I'm sure there will be questions, and there'll be an opportunity after the session to submit any questions directly to Andy and the team from St James's Place, or alternatively you can send them through to us, to Claire Cowan at Working Transitions. So now over to Andy, and I hope you enjoy the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this morning's webinar. Thank you from me for giving up your time. I'm Andy Payne. I'm head of the Academy for St James's Place here at Solihull, and I intend over the next 20 minutes or so to talk to you about the Academy in general. You will all have received a copy of the Career Coaches Guide, which hopefully gives a flavour of what the Academy is about, as well as St James's Place as a company, and also a link to our website. What I intend to do over the course of the next few minutes is give some more detail and colour to the Academy, and an opportunity for you to ask any questions that you may have about how we operate and how the partnership between ourselves and Working Transitions will work. So, just to review the agenda, first technical hitch doesn't seem to be working. Bear with me one moment. There we are. So, the agenda today is some detail on St James's Place, who we are, why the Academy and why an Academy. So, some background as to why we developed the Academy and what the intention and purpose is from a corporate perspective, how the Academy works and the support that we provide, some background on what we look for in an Academy partner, and some added context and colour around the benefit of our working partnership. You'll see in the list of boxes, tick boxes on the right-hand side of your screen, 3 handouts, which will be another copy of the Coach's Guide, Career Coach's Guide, a copy of this slide presentation, and the link again to our Academy website. So feel free to download those from the handout section. And if you do feel that there are any urgent questions that you would like me to answer before we end the webinar, please do post those questions in the questions box. Happy to take those before we break. But as Lynn said, if you do channel any questions after the webinar direct to me or through Claire Cowan, I will come back to you and clarify any issues as you feel appropriate. So, who are St James's Place? Well, the company was founded in 1991, originally with the name of J. Rothschild Assurance, and was founded by Sir Mark Weinberg, Mike Wilson, who is still part of the organisation as lifetime president, and Lord Rothschild. The company began trading in 1992, and in 2000, the year 2000, changed its name to St James's Place. And in March of 2014 entered the FTSE 100 as a member of the FTSE 100, is now circa 80th biggest company by market capitalisation, at a worth of around £5.5 billion. The company now has grown to a partner business of partners of 2,264, and we have in total advisors of just over 3,000 across our entire operation nationally. To give some context to the scale of that, that's set against a total advisor population of around 20,000 across the UK. So we're a substantial business and are actually now the #1 provider of financial advice measured by funds under management in the country. So we provide over 100 external funds, products and services, a unique approach to investment management, and our average advisor experience, so the experience of the partners within our business, averages around 18 years. Average advisor age, 48. So we're a company that contains a lot of experience in the financial services sector and a lot of skill and background. So why the Academy? Back in 1992, when the company was formed, there were around 250,000 authorised advisors across the UK. By 2012, that number had diminished for a variety of reasons to around 31,000 and continues to diminish to this day. So 2014, circa 22,000. 2015, that number, depending on which metric you choose to choose, is around 20,000. So for us as a company, in order for us to continue our growth journey and provide the level of service that we require and expect for our clients, we need to find an alternative source of bringing quality advisors into the St James's Place fold. So the intention of the Academy is to build a highly skilled, professionally qualified body of advisors, meet our client servicing obligations and provide the level of service, interaction and quality advice that they expect. And with an average partner age of 48 and with 90% of our partners, in fact 90% of the industry currently male, broaden our age profile and gender mix. So what is the Academy? Well, it's a 2-year career change program. It's not a graduate program. It's very much centered around individuals looking for a new career avenue and a new career opportunity. One thing I would stress from the outset is that this is not a franchise. So whilst Academy partners are technically or become self-employed, we do not ask of them any level of investment when they join the partnership and when they join the company, and we pay a salary for the first 6 months to ease the transition from previous working existence into the self-employed arena. During that first 6 months, we take all of our Academy partners through a very extensive training program. Professional qualification, relationship skills, entrepreneurial skills, as well as technical skills, marketing, and how to build a business and develop a business, a successful business, over the coming months and years. After that first 6 months, we then support our partners in the field, building their business and establishing their wealth management proposition. That will take circa 2 years of intensive training, development and support. So the first 6 months we class as foundation. That enables Academy partners to acquire diploma qualification, which is the kite mark to operate in the industry, gain competency, and is based on an average of 3 days per week in one of our training centres. Those training centres being Solihull, London, Edinburgh and Manchester. On completion of that 6 months of foundation, we then move into what we call at the implementation stage, which is 18 months of on-the-job development. During that time, we run regular skills and development workshops, give our Academy partners access to their own development manager who will act as a business consultant and help them develop their business, and access also to an experienced mentor who will be a successful partner within the St James's Place partnership. So it's a full 2-year program. It does require significant commitment, but we do underpin that with extensive support. So expert trainers during that first 6 months and beyond, mentors who will be existing partners as I've already mentioned, a business development manager, access to our locations and more experienced partners who will help them transition and build their business, and a highly skilled team of specialists in our head office that will give technical and entrepreneurial assistance and guidance as needed. So some background on the history of the Academy and the kind of partner profile. We've so far successfully initiated 17 intakes across London, Manchester and Solihull with a total of over 320 joiners. Average age of 38, and that compares against the partnership average of 48 and an industry average of 55 years. 87% of our partners are educated to at least degree level, although degree is not a prerequisite of a place in the Academy. 22% are women, so we are making some headroads into that gender mix. 61% of our intakes come from partner referrals, and 50% have a financial services background. Full diploma is the kite mark to actually operate in the industry, and 50% of our Academy partners complete that qualification within their 6-month foundation period, 97% in 12 months, which is industry leading. So what do we look for? It's very much an attitude and aptitude accent to what we're looking for rather than a specific background. So it's very much attribute led. So an aptitude to build a partner business, a positive attitude and resilience, a degree of financial stability to aid that transition into a self-employed environment, and access to an existing network which will be the starting point for them building their financial services and wealth management business. Candidates in our experience are looking for an element of control, so an opportunity to build an occupation and a business that gives them more control over work-life balance, lifestyle and hours, earnings to more closely reflect the effort that they put into their business and subsequent results, and an opportunity to build more security and stability. And those catalysts for change can come from redundancy, desire to return to the workplace, maybe for women or men that have spent a substantial time away from the workplace for whatever reason, family, etc. A disillusionment with current career, and a desire to improve lifestyle and standard of living. So those catalysts can come from a very broad range of circumstances. So the Academy itself is a life-changing opportunity. It's an opportunity for an individual to build their own business with the support of a FTSE 100 company offering a great deal of marketing support, technical support and skills support. St James's Place funding is available, so we give any Academy partner access in their first 12 months to potential income of £30,000. That's a mixture of basic salary in their first 6 months, which amounts to around £6,000, and £24,000 of additional funding, which is by way of a soft loan to ease that transition into self-employment, and it's repayable over a flexible period of time from business generated from their practice as it develops. Our training gives a professional qualification via an unparalleled training program, an ongoing skills training which continues way beyond the 6 months of the initial foundation period. And we know with our expertise and commitment, and with the commitment of the Academy partner, they will succeed. So the benefits of us working together are around creating an alternative opportunity for your clients that are looking for maybe a different avenue to an employed role, and offer them a chance to build and run their own business with the support of a FTSE 100 company. So how can you help? Recognise potential Academy partners, and effectively we will do the rest. We will look after your clients. So we take them through a selection process which involves interview and business planning. We will give them guidance on what life as a partner entails and the full extent of the proposition here at St James's Place. So at every step we make sure that Academy partners that apply are fully conversed in the company, understand the culture, understand the scale of the opportunity, and have an opportunity to select out of that selection process if they so wish. But those that are unsuccessful, we will give them full feedback on development areas and reasons why maybe this avenue isn't appropriate for them. So we will look after your clients. So effectively that's my summary of the St James's Place proposition. Hopefully in conjunction with the career guide that you will hopefully have read earlier this week, and also if you reviewed the website, that will give you some more context to the proposition itself and opportunities that St James's Place provides. So as I say, anybody wanting to ask any further questions, feel free to come through to me. At the bottom of the screen there you'll see my direct telephone line and mobile line, and also my email address. I know Claire, who I'll hand back to in a moment, is more than happy to take any questions and forward them on to me. And as with any business relationship, as that begins, no doubt there will be a host of questions and a host of issues that you might need clarification on. I'm more than happy to do that. So hopefully the last 15 minutes or so has been of use. Claire, if I can hand back to you for any comments and to close, please.
Thank you, Andy, and thank you to everyone for joining the webinar this morning. I hope that you found this session informative and useful. It's certainly given me and hopefully you a lot more details about St James's Place, the Academy, and a potential new career route that might be relevant and suitable for some of either your current clients or those clients you might be working with in the future. As Andy said, if you do have any questions, his contact details are still on the screen, so please pass them through to Andy, or if not, they can come through to me. My email is claire.cowan@workingtransitions.com. So thank you so much for your time this morning. Appreciate your time, and thank you to Andy for sharing the information regarding the Academy this morning. Thank you to everyone for joining the webinar.